Hey guys, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to instantly fix your driver slice. All right guys, Eric here, back outside at the Bethlehem Golf Club. I want to talk to you about how to instantly fix your driver slice. Now, before we hop into that, for those of you who aren't able to come for in-person coaching, want to make sure you're aware of CogornoGolf.com. Now, CogornoGolf.com is our online community. It's our membership site full of golfers like you and I looking to get better. For all of you that ask, where can you send your videos in for me to analyze? This is the answer at CogornoGolf.com. As a member, you get access to our Facebook group where you can post up your swing video and get feedback from myself and the other coaches at CogornoGolf.com. You get access to all of the videos in the member library, all of our master classes, the quick fix section, the practice section, everything that we have, you get access to. Would love to see you guys there. Okay, so let's talk about how to instantly fix your slice with your driver. Now, the first thing that needs to be said, and like we talk about when we fix slices for players in person or on CogornoGolf.com, is you have to be aware of what the root issues are, okay? Now, I've been coaching for quite some time now, and certainly I've seen a lot of players who slice their driver, and the one thing that holds true amongst all of those players is that they have an open club face. Okay, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. If you slice your driver, you have an open club face at the moment you strike the ball, right? That is pointed to the right, if you're a right-handed golfer, relative to your swing path. Now, what I want to go over in this video is A, you have to understand that and believe that. B, how do I fix that part first? Until you fix your open club face, you're gonna forever have some amount of curve to the right. Ultimately, that's what creates it. So we have to have an understanding that's the problem. We have to also understand we have to fix that club face first. We're not trying to fix an over-the-top move first. We're not trying to swing from inside first. We need to fix the open club face first. Now, what we have to do is figure out why you, as a slicer of the ball, have an open club face. And really, there could be a couple of things causing it at setup, backswing, or downswing. Let's go through each one of those. So let's start with the setup piece in terms of open club face. Now, at setup, there's really one thing and one huge thing that we see a lot that causes the open club face, and that is the grip. So let's review some of the basics of the grip. Basically, the theory here, or kind of what I want to get across is, if you're a slicer of the ball, you don't have the luxury of options in terms of grip. From my perspective, you must have a neutral to strong grip. If you have a weak grip and you're John Rahm and you're winning tournaments all the time, that's cool, you can have a weak grip. If you are not John Rahm and you slice the ball to the right, you're not allowed to have a weak grip. We're gonna strengthen it. So what is a strong grip? How do you make sure you're doing that? From the face-on perspective, the biggest thing that we will look for is the V created between your first knuckle and your thumb. This little V, this angle that comes in here, and where that points in space. You need to make sure your V is pointed at your collarbone or at your shoulder. Again, if you're someone who hits a slice, let's go too far on the opposite end and over-exaggerate. I don't mind you having your V over at your shoulders, fine, but let's get it at least here. When I look down, I can see 3 knuckles. 1, 2, 3 knuckles. I'm not over here. This is a weak grip, V at my left collarbone, no knuckles. I'm turned, I can see the Strixon logo. I've got a couple knuckles, I've got the V over here. With my trail hand, I'm trying to match the same thing. I want my trail hand to be a little bit more under. So if I kind of palm away from me, bringing it under, now my V's are over at my trail collarbone as well. I can see some knuckles. Now for some of you who have had this weak grip that looks like this, and you hit a slice, you're gonna put your hands on the club for the first time, have them turn. It's gonna feel unbelievably weird, and that's okay. The goal here is not comfort. The goal here is fixing open club face. So the first thing I want you to do if you're a slicer, before you do anything else, is test your grip. So take this grip, get the V's over here. If that feels really strong to you or turned, you probably had too weak of a grip. So let's start with that first and just hit a couple shots with the V's over here. With your setup positions. Let's hit 1 or 2 like that. So stronger grip pattern, just kind of a 3/4 swing. just to kind of hit a shot. And the goal for you is going to be to see something different than normal. So if you hit that shot and it still slices to the right, that doesn't mean that you can just go back to your old grip. It just means you've got something else in there still causing that pattern. So I do the same thing, hop back up, V's over to the trail collarbone or shoulder, and I'm going to hit one. And same thing. Now, if you still hit that to the right, now that one drew a little bit more normal for me because that was stronger than my normal. If you still hit it to the right from there, then he'll have other things later that we need to fix, but we have to get that grip pattern down first. So let's talk about one other setup piece, then we'll talk backswing, downswing. Okay, the only other piece with your setup position that I really want you to pay attention to as you start doing this, even though it's not directly face related, is when you take your setup position, I want you to make sure from the down the line angle that you're setting up so that you can see some of your left form. See how when I take my setup, my right hand's more under, my palm's almost facing straight away from me. So it feels like my grip is a little stronger than normal. I'm gonna just let my left thumb go down the middle of my right hand, but you can see from down the line, my right arm's bent and underneath, right? This straight and over the top would be a weak grip slice pattern. You want to get this a little bit more under so you can see your left arm and have your shoulder line pointed just a little bit to the right. As you do that, will help you with that grip pattern. Same sort of thing, hit a couple shots. Your goal is to see some balls curving left. We want to create some hooks in this part. So put that piece in with your grip, and let's talk about some backswing pieces. Okay, so backswing pieces under the same theme. We need to fix our club face. Point number one is you need a checkpoint. And what that checkpoint is by the time you get the club parallel to the ground for the first time, regardless of how you get there, that club face needs to be tilted down. You see how this angle is tilted down this way. It's not straight toe up, and even worse, it's not here. If you make your backswing and you're a slicer and you just do your normal motion, you get here, you've identified a big, big problem. This is unacceptable. We need to have the face tilted some amount down. Now, there's multiple variables that go into that, but two big things I want you to look at. Number one is what your wrist conditions look like. The more on the way back that I take my Strixon glove logo and curl it under towards the ground, notice my face gets tilted down. Now, if you look at that and you say, hey, Eric, that's too closed, I don't want to do that. No, 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 you hit a slice. We need to close the club face here. We want to exaggerate those motions. That would be part number two for you to check. Get the club face tilted down. You want to have this left wrist a little more flat. Of course, you want to avoid any over rotation, so it'll feel like sort of less forearm rotation from here, but you want to get the club face pointed down. Now you've got two key indicators to start in terms of your test here. You've got the grip stronger, V's to the right shoulder, and tilt the face down. Now I want you to do that and pick a target in the distance and literally try and have the balls curve too far to the left on purpose. V's to my right shoulder, face tilted down. I've got my right arm a little more under at address, face tilted down. And I want to curve, good, that was about a 25-yard draw to the left. And as someone who hits a slice, that's exactly what you want to do in the beginning. So that would be your second checkpoint. Grip strong enough, face tilted down during the takeaway, one more top of backswing. Okay, so from the takeaway to the top of the backswing, really you have to ensure that that club face stays square enough. So we have our grip pattern a little stronger, we've got the face tilted down some amount, and then when we go to the top, I want to make sure that my face is still square or closed. Again, we don't want open. Open face leads to slice, we want closed. So this leading edge here, I'd rather be here or even pointed more towards the sky. You want to avoid toe down. Notice how my left wrist changes. Here's a cupped left wrist, toe down, slice. Here's a more flat. So see, I'm getting my logo and my glove more curled up towards the sky, or my right palm more up towards the sky to square or close the club face. The point is to stack all of these things, that setup and backswing, to have your club face more closed so you don't have to do as much during the downswing follow through. Of course you still can, but what you want to get is as much of this in here to fix your slice. Grip strong, face tilted down, face more up towards the sky, okay? Grip strong, face tilted down, face more up towards the sky with my wrist conditions, and I'm gonna hit some like that. And again, I want left on purpose. Good, and you can't see that, but that hook's about 30 yards left. Now, that's exactly what you want. As a slicer, you're not trying to, well, you might be trying to, but it's a mistake. You shouldn't be going from slice to straight. You need to go from slice to hook and then find your way back to straight. So do these 3 pieces, get your club face more closed, and hit them left on purpose. You should go to the range multiple times. Hook them left, not straight, hook it. If you go play and they hook left, that's sign of progress, that's perfect. Now, we put together a program that's more thorough, to kind of guide you through step by step. We'll put a link in the description down below if you want to check that out, or check out cogornogolf.com where I can help you through this process. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions, always leave a comment down below. Hey guys, thanks for watching today's video. If you liked the video, do us a favor, click the like button down below. Click the notification bell. Also, please subscribe. Thank you guys for watching.